Here bringing you another match. This time we're going to be doing a TVP. It's going to be Grubby. Everybody loves Grubby. Grubby's the man. We got Grubby, the green protoss, spawning down here at the 7 o'clock position. We have Satiini, the teal zerg, spawning down here at the 5 o'clock. And we have the map, which is going to be Crevasse. It's a pretty good map. Kind of gets boring in some matchups, but not a bad map. The one thing about this map that's different from most maps is you have this natural base here that's just kind of in your base, and it's really easy to expand here because you have this little tiny choke here. Even though there are destructible rocks, it starts out with this choke and they kind of have to come up and kill the rocks first, so taking this in-base expansion is quite easy. The only downside is it does only have one gas geyser and there are only 6 mineral patches, so that's the trade-off for having a fast, easy expansion. We have Grubby here. Looks like he's going to be scouting on 12 instead of building a gateway, so he might... Okay, yeah, he's just scouting like that. Okay, thought he might be going for Nexus first, but he's just making a gateway. Satiini, on the other hand, normal barracks, refinery from him, so we could be seeing just about anything. We'll have to see what he comes up with. Grubby taking his gas at normal times, so we're going to have just a normal old TVP going on here. Looks like Grubby gets the first scout off on Satiini. That's going to be really good for Grubby. He's going to be all smiles. Getting in, seeing the Terran base, seeing the gas, seeing the barracks. Happy times at Camp Grubby. Satiini goes the wrong way. Poor guy. Going to be scouting Grubby absolutely last. Unless he just cuts cross map, because he'll know that Grubby came from a close position at that timing. Grubby harassing some SCVs a little bit. He knows that he has until 3 minutes to get out of there before that Marine pops out. Usually at 3:04 is when it'll come out, and there it comes. Grubby's out of there. And we see a tech lab first coming out of Satiini. Okay, so this could be Reapers, could be a Marauder, could just be some weird Marine first combat shield. I don't know. We'll see what he does. Do have Grubby taking his second gas. Like to see what the first unit he makes out of here is. Whether it's going to be a Sentry or a Stalker. Probably go Stalker. Yep. The Chrono. As expected. And Satiini is just going to go for Marauders. Going to get fast concussive shell. Do that 1 Marine, 2 Marauder poke that is so standard. We have Grubby coming up with a weird pylon placement. Kind of like it though. Just out on the map. Why not? Satiini's probably not going to scout it, and that's in a fairly useful position. We got Grubby just still probing up. Hasn't made a second gateway yet. It's going to go Robo. Okay, so he sees the gas, the barracks, and he's like, you know what? I need a Robo Bay. We have the Stalker out in the middle of the map. Oh, Grubby's going to lose the Stalker. This is not good for Grubby. Losing that first Stalker is usually not something you'd like to do, especially now that a Reaper's coming out. Gonna be hard times at Camp Grubby. But he will have a 2-gate Robo up. This is the safest build you can do as Protoss. It's not too detrimental. 3-gate Robo is a little excessive. 2-gate Robo is about as safe as you can get. Now this Reaper, I really like it. It's gonna come in. It's going to pop down. He'll probably pop up on this ledge here and then take a quick jump up there to see if the fast expand's gone down. Grubby can't really do much about it. Reaper's not even spotted yet, so he has no clue that he's been scouted. Okay, now he might have gotten vision of it. Now Grubby is going to opt for this safe expansion just like Satiini is, but his command center is basically finished now. So while his is finishing just now, Grubby's is just now starting. But he does have a tech advantage. He already has his Robo out. He'll have gateways up shortly, so he should be just fine. Now Satiini, nice timing. Pokes in right in time to see that Nexus go down. Grubby with that preemptive force field. I like that. The Observer spots, gets the Reaper kill. He's now free to do whatever he pleases because Terran has no more Reaper. Now the Marauder is leaving the watchtower. He sees the Protoss is poking out, and he doesn't really have many units, just these 5 Marines and that 1 Marauder right now. This Marauder's getting kind of caught out, taking damage for free. Should be doing damage now. Okay, now he is. He doesn't get any hull damage done, just shields. We have 4 barracks coming out from our Terran player with a bunker. This is the safest 1 barracks expand you will ever see. Nothing Protoss can do can break that off 1 base. You're absolutely safe. We have Grubby opting to go Forge and 3 gateways off of this Robo. Very standard play coming from Grubby. Most likely see a +1 armor come down after seeing this many barracks, especially with no add-ons. It'll be great against these Marines. A Guardian Shield +1 armor, or a Fast +2 even. Zealots will have lots of armor. Now Grubby is going to see this Ghost. That is huge, knowing that Ghost. Oh, he gets the Ghost caught out. Oh my god, that is so huge. That first Ghost is so crucial. We do see Satiini expanding, but losing that first Ghost, especially when you don't have the upgrade for getting the Ghost energy, that is so important. Your timing push relies heavily on that first Ghost, because the energy is everything for the Ghost. The Ghost itself is no more powerful than Marine, other than the fact that it might stay alive a little bit longer. It's about the same damage. So not having that EMP, especially against this gateway focused composition that has the sentries, it's gonna hurt him really bad. He was really banking on that timing push with those handful of Marines. Usually it's about, like it is now, 16 Marines and a Ghost. This could have been at Grubby's door right now. He could have scanned the top of the ramp. Grubby would have been sitting up top, and bam, EMP goes down. He can just waltz right up, uncontested. Now that push is delayed. Grubby sees it coming. He sees the second Ghost, sees that the energy's getting kind of high. He's like, you know what? I should probably pull back. And Grubby's actually expanding again, and he's expanding kind of in a remote location. So we're likely going to see a bunch of gateways come out of Grubby, and we are. So when you spread yourself out like this, it's better to get something like Blink or Charge, something to where you can have a lot of units and spread them out, and they'll be really effective. High-tech units like a Colossus or something like that, along those lines, your army has to be clumped up. So getting a Colossus while taking this base wouldn't make sense. So Grubby's going to be going a really heavy gateway style. We see a +1 attack coming out of Grubby. He's already got armor. So probably going 1-1, and then I'm wondering if he'll make another Forge. Normally you'd make another Forge after this, so that you can start double upgrades. And Grubby has lots of gas banks. So we'll probably be seeing a DT Shrine or a Templar Archives coming out of Grubby soon. Noting that these positions are pretty far away, I'd like Dark Templar, simply because you can warp in a DT here, and it costs Terran money just to drop there or to run Marines over, forcing them to use scan. Now, with that scan, Satiini basically, all he sees is a ton of gateways and a Forge. He doesn't really know Grubby's tech right now, and Grubby is going Templar Archives. Templar Archives will be really strong here, especially to feedback Ghosts, and he knows that the Terran is going mass bio. Storm is really effective against Marines. You land a good Storm, and Marines are basically down for the count. And it's only Marauders left over after that, and Zealots are pretty good units against Marauders. It takes quite a lot to kill a Zealot, especially once you start pumping those armor upgrades on them. They become near unkillable to Marauders. Marauders will sit there all day and complain, but the Zealots just don't die. Don't die, man. This is kind of cute. We have an observer in a factory just chilling, talking. Hey, how you doing? Pretty good. Can't see me though. Yeah, I can. No, you can't see me. Shut up. This pylon has been here this whole time. Kind of like it though. In case a 1-1-1 or something would come and you have siege tanks coming across like that. That's also another tip. If you have, like, 3 tanks will be on the outside here, right? They'll be sieging up. If you just send a group of Zealots around the back and you just target fire them down, if you force field Marines on one side, they can't really go back and help the tanks out. So hitting from multiple angles, always helpful in the early game.